Hi, everybody. I'm Mitch Carr, and this is Gambling Goals. We think. We're still playing with the name. This is the first time we've ever done this. Neither one of us really knows what we're doing, but we thank you for finding your way to this link. Like I said before, I'm Mitch Carr. I'm your host. He is Prospector Sam. You can find him on Twitter at Prospector_Sam. And if you're wondering if it's the right guy, it's the cartoon gold digger. That's the right guy.
The only one.
Over the weekend, you hit the over in Aston Villa and Everton. You hit a four-team money line parlay, and then you hit a money line win in the West Ham match. Let's focus on that four-team parlay, though, because anybody who wins a four-team parlay is pretty impressive. What did you see in those four matchups where you said these teams are going to win?
Things I look for, especially around this time of the season, is a bunch of games where I see, a high likelihood of teams coming out on top based on what they have to play for and kind of the difference in style and difference in quality. The City win over Palace was fairly easy. They're the best team in England right now. Chelsea and Fulham. Chelsea's playing for Champions League football right now. Fulham are dead. The toughest one was probably the Arsenal-Newcastle game. That was about minus 105. And I just saw that game being a little bit more lopsided towards Arsenal than the bookmakers did, mostly because Newcastle was coming off a couple of good results. They basically pulled themselves out of relegation, or even the relegation fight, and felt like Arsenal would be able to handle that game. And they did fairly comfortably. And then the last one, Tottenham and Sheffield are just terrible. So there wasn't much to think there. If you can find games like that, minus 365 and minus 310, if you can win those games with a couple other things, it actually starts to be worth betting on them. But taking them alone just doesn't do much for you. So it was about finding the right value and the right combination of games that worked out well. And obviously it worked out well.
So when it comes to Champions League, we've got Man City and PSG on Tuesday, and we have Chelsea and Real Madrid. These are both second legs in the Champions League semifinals. What do you like in the Champions League as far as gambling goes?
In the first game, I really like the under 2.5. It's about plus 120 right now. And the reason I love it is that Man City are up a goal going into the second leg, and they're the best defensive team in the world. Probably Chelsea might have something to say about that. Atletico might have something to say about that, but they're really right up there. And going, into the second leg up a goal, it's going to be tough for PSG if Man City just sit back and try to defend. If they start getting stretched out, if this team starts trying to push for another goal, you might see, some sloppy play, and PSG are lethal on the counterattack. But City, I expect with a experienced manager like Pep, are just going to, bide their time and kind of suck the life out of this game. So I think the under at plus 120 is great value for what you're getting tomorrow.
And hey, Mbappe might not even play, and he's got a leg injury. We don't know if he's going to start. If he does play, if he'll be 100%, that will certainly take down the number of goals that could possibly be scored. So that seems like a pretty good bet there. Me personally in that match, I'm a Man City fan, so I have an emotional hedge going. I've just got 20 bucks on PSG at plus 500. So at least if my team gets humiliated and doesn't advance, I will win $100. Now moving on to Real Madrid and Chelsea. Chelsea has an advantage in that tie based on away goals. It's 1-1 on aggregate. So you're going to see Real Madrid need to score some goals here. What do you like in this one?
I've been riding Chelsea to move on in this tie from before the first leg, and I don't see any reason to switch that up. The biggest difference is going to be who makes that mistake on defense, who misses that opportunity, who gives away a penalty or a bad mistake on passing out of the back. And Chelsea are just so solid defensively. If you look at their record over the last 3 months, it's incredible what this team has turned into on that side of the field. And at the end of the day, I really think at home, that kind of quality is just going to be the difference here.
So the pick is Chelsea to advance at minus 165 and the under 2.5 in the Man City PSG match.
Unfortunately, two of my least favorite teams moving on to a Champions League final is what I see.
Again, he's Prospector Sam. You can follow him on Twitter at Prospector_Sam. Look for the cartoon gold digger. I am Mitch Carr. You can follow me at Mitch Carr TV. If you found your way to this link, we appreciate you watching. Please subscribe.